The King and I.
The King and I.
The King and I.
Here we are. Carl,
Hi,
you were
Ian.
a little bit late there, I believe.
Yeah, I had a case study due. It was originally for 12 in the day. Now but then it was changed to 12 at night for some reason. So I just finished it there. Not very well. I had The King and I, so I rushed through the bibliography.
Priorities.
I'm pretty sure I forgot some references,
No, it's okay.
but
Oh, here we are. We're back. The King and
I
I
don't think
again.
your opinion matters as much as that of the Queen's University lecturing and marking system.
That's true. I don't know much about it.
You don't know much about anything, do you? Because you had to switch course in first year.
This is getting a bit... I was just going to ask you how your week was.
It was alright, Ian. I've been under a lot of stress.
What?
And I don't want to have to, after that hard week, come in and have to deal with all this bull from you.
I'm sorry.
Ian, this isn't on, mate. You can't keep coming in and shouting at me at this. How was your weekend?
It's been okay. Yeah, we were all out last night at the Queen's Radio do.
I was
So
there.
we're quite crushingly hungover. I don't know about you.
No, fresh as a daisy. I don't drink.
No? Oh yeah, no, of course. No, you don't. Well, what we got planned for the show today? We've got a special guest.
Yeah,
They-
the special
Alright.
guest is in the building. We have, after the last few guests, if you've been keeping up with it, we've had Connor Rice and Kevin James.
Yeah,
the
Kevin
popular-
James. We did have to report to the
Both
authorities.
didn't end too well.
No,
Both really didn't end well, but
No.
third time's the charm.
like from now on, nobody is going to swear on the show. That has to be a rule. It's
all-
not going to happen anymore. It's just not.
I'll stop swearing when I can play blurred lines.
Wow, protest vote from you over here. Right, Carl. What's the first song we got lined up?
Is it something off Stevie Wonder's album? Yeah.
G- I think so.
Is it?
Is this Stevie Wonder? Oh yeah, it is.
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's nice. Oh wow, that is beautiful. But we are not waiting around for the 3-minute harmonica solo at the end.
I was quite surprised that was a thing. Who in their right mind would ever think it's a good idea to put a 3-minute harmonica outro in a song?
Only a blind man.
Well, that's... Yeah. I think you said enough there.
Now, Carl, how would you? Obviously, we said before we got a special guest on this evening.
Yep.
How would you describe them if you had 2 words? And keep in mind, you can't swear. And you can't say the phrase SpongeBob SquarePants either.
What?
Sorry, I'm not trying to hint at who we've got here, but
Let me see. Turbo Pervert. Turbo Pervert, yes.
Turbo Pervert.
I think it really describes this person. Really, you'll see, but it's someone special. We have been in contact with a lot of big stars. We were on the phone to Sir Paul McCartney, his agent. He's heard the show. He likes what we're doing.
Yep.
But there is issues with you, Ian.
Me.
Yeah, you in particular. He likes the king, but not so much the I.
I don't understand. I really.
Ian,
You said last week that I was the king.
no, Ian, I'm the king, and unfortunately, Paul McCartney is now the I. Starting next week, The King and I, featuring Carl and co-host Paul McCartney.
Oh no.
What will Carl and Paul get up today in their wacky adventures?
No, this is not happening. I won't allow this to happen.
Well, Ian, I'm sorry, but you're not a part of the show anymore. Moving on. Carl and Paul next Friday. Yeah. How come, Ian? Right? Answer me this. How come guys aren't allowed to wear makeup, but girls are?
No, but what?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you're the sort of like neoconservative who believes that. I don't really believe that.
I'm not a neoconservative. Just because I think Reaganomics was a very good economic system.
Yeah, but it absolutely wasn't. It really wasn't.
Ian, could you tell the crowd at home what your Ian says, "Oh, we were out last night at the Queen's Radio Do, casual work or casual, everyone goes out. I wore a Christmas jumper." Ian was like, "I don't want to get political." He was wearing a top that says "Socialism Works." I'll let you interpret that.
I couldn't give a political opinion on the air because I'm
What if a Nazi?
I'm neutral.
What if a Nazi did that? Ian?
Let's not get into a debate about what is.
It's
Like,
is it
this
okay?
the segment we were going to go on to.
Is it okay to wear it's not okay to wear a Nazi shirt, or do you just hate free speech?
I'm not answering that question.
I thought not.
I want to go on to our next segment now. Last week, you asked me a couple questions about my background. We
Yep.
were doing a Protestant Catholic to and fro.
Yeah, a bit of cross community work there.
And as a man from a Protestant background, I also have a lot of questions about how Catholicism basically works.
Shoot,
Okay.
not literally. The troubles are over.
No, and we're not trying to bring them back in any way. We're
Not at all.
We're trying to bridge a gap here.
We are the bridge.
But Carl, as a man who grew up in a Presbyterian church, what is communion?
Communion is where Catholics literally eat the body of Christ.
And it's just still
It's
his remains
brought
are
out in the
still-
form of a thin cracker, quite akin to that of Jacob's, but maybe not as salty and a bit soggier. And it sits in your mouth, and then you wash it down with wine.
with wine.
Yeah, there's a lot of wine.
Okay. Well, that's not as dramatic as I thought it would be.
The wine is the blood of the Christ, though.
Oh,
The Christ.
well, now you asked me last week about whether Protestants have funerals,
Yeah.
and I talked about how traditionally in a lot of Protestant denominations, you're literally meant to just,
Viking,
whenever the person
yeah.
dies, set them on fire, and you may or may not wheel their body out into
see.
the ocean.
To see, yeah.
What are Catholic funerals like?
Catholics don't actually die per se in a human sense.
So in the same way that Jesus
In fact,
did not die.
a Catholic in actually, it's not a lot of people know this, in how they're make up of their body, they're actually closer to that of a lizard, say, than a human. So
In
if
what
you
way
if you
are
look
they closer to a
look
lizard?
to your Catholic friends next week and look at the behind. There might be a little bulge. If you were to rip off their trousers, you would find what is the remnants after evolution of a small tail, but a tail nonetheless. Ian.
Wow, that's incredible. I feel like you're the only person who knows this.
No, it's a global conspiracy.
Okay,
Not just the Jews have them, Ian.
well, I never really thought of it that way.
Yep.
Now, I want to get the ranking system right here because Protestantism has been very notorious for having no big head figure. But who is bigger, Jerry Adams or the Pope? Which one's top dog? Which
Well-
one gives the orders here?
That's yeah. No, that's what a lot of people do now. It's Jerry Adams is saying I take my orders, and maybe the Pope are from either them or Sinn Féin. So maybe for instance on the church say no abortion, but then Sinn Féin say yeah, go ahead lads. And at the end of the day, I'm just gonna say well, fair play, I'll give this one to Jerry. But maybe on a different issue, I would say, all right, I'll give the Pope this one.
Wow. I know this has been eye-opening. Thank you for your time, Carl. Oh wow, that is great. What's that song called, Carl?
California Uber Alice. That was in Tony Hawk's American Ways. That was very good.
So good.
I have good memories of that song.
Great stuff.
Well, yeah. Also, can I just apologize? I think that we got the last segment a bit off.
I think it's fine.
I did say Jews, and I think if we're allowed to say about Protestants and Catholics, because there is a Protestant and a Catholic here, but with if we had a Jew here, he could or she could defend themselves. You know, I think we can't really do other religions. What do you think, Ian?
I know. I think everything we said was very on point, but I think it's the point we should let's. You know what? Our opinions, do they really matter? What you think, Carl? What I think. Our special guests, on the other hand, I want to know what they think.
It's
Should we bring them in?
It's a great pleasure. We'll release the cage here, the metaphorical cage.
I have been kept in a cage many times in my life.
Chris, you're meant to.
I don't give a
He's quite.
Chris!
I know. I probably describe our special guest as a broken man, a man who's been tortured throughout his lives. I remember, and I can use your name on this. It's fine. Your family does know about this.
I'd rather you kept me anonymous.
Okay.
I've done a lot of bad things.
That's okay. We'll call. Let's refer to him as Mr. X. Now you told me.
I already said it's Chris.
No, Mr. X.
I could be any Chris.
Yeah, but you're
A lot of Chris's.
Okay,
You were the one who
okay.
said not to put in your. You were like,
Right, Mr.
I won't
Chris. Mr. You told me a story once about I believe it was your great uncle put out his cigarette on your right eyeball.
Yes. Go on.
do tell. I've never heard this story.
Yeah, and for years I'd wondered why the eye patch. I wondered why does he have an eye patch on his face? You know, what is it? Was it lost at
To
sea?
be fair,
What-
it started off as a result of the incident, but it became a fashion statement. It's not a common thing. I think I made it work.
You look like a pirate.
That's incredibly rude.
And it confused me more because you do in fact. Now I might be mistaken here, but you do live on a boat in the Titanic quarter.
That's neither here nor there, Ian.
Well, Chris, could you tell us where did you grow up? Quick fire questions.
At the Netherlands.
Was this?
Chris, you grew up in Finnegy.
I don't know where that is.
No one does, Chris.
Was this off the coast in
Exactly.
the Netherlands? Was this actually on mainland? Was this
There's a coast.
a coast of?
Do you have any pets, Chris? X, Mr. X.
I have 2 parakeets.
He's just throwing us these and not. Ian, does Chris have 2 parakeets? You live with him?
Oh no, I don't live on the boat. He pays rent in my house, but he does like to spend the majority of his time on the SS Chris.
Mr. X.
I don't think there's a
Set
need
a rule,
for this
Ian, if you're
round
gonna-
of
if you're gonna-
intense
no, Chris,
questioning.
If you're going to
His
set a
name is
rule,
Mr. X.
stick to it, Ian. If you're going to set a rule.
His name is Mr. X, but the name of his boat is Chris. That's why I was getting at.
Named after who?
Well, me.
No,
You're
no.
Mr.
Now, Chris, sorry, Mr. X, you talked to me for years about your huge amount of admiration you had for Christopher Columbus and the work that he did in Native America.
Oh, he pillaged a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fantastic.
Out of
result.
10?
Oh, like he was the
Out of
best.
10 though?
Like a 9.5 at least.
He did literally conduct the Holocaust, and to the degree where you actually named your boat after him.
Arguably one of the first war criminals. Fantastic.
Incredible.
What's the first thing you do after work?
I don't think I could say that.
What's your favorite book?
Keep going.
What's your favorite book?
No, you don't. No, just keep going.
Instead of asking what people are reading right now, which can be a bit too intimate, asking them a book they love to create a mutual connection. I've got a list here of icebreakers for a first date.
Okay.
I'm currently reading a book about AIDS, but I mean that's not even a lie. That is actually
that's
true.
absolutely true. It's about
But the AIDS epidemic.
This is actually true.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really
Why,
interesting.
why are you debating about whether the things we're
I
discussing?
just thought that was going to be an incredibly.
Oh no, you
Even-
are one
even
of those
from-
people that resulted in the death of thousands of gay
Like,
men.
we
You-
wanna talk
you
about it.
intolerable man.
We want to talk about it. You don't. Oh, men can't wear makeup. Men aren't allowed to.
Tory.
That's what I'm gonna call you.
What countries have you travelled to?
Let me think.
Have you been anywhere, Chris?
I don't know. Is Yugoslavia still a country?
No, that's combined with North Africa now.
What?
Oh, really?
Do either of you even know where Yugoslavia is?
I don't think that is a reasonable question.
Do you have a favourite local restaurant?
No.
What's your favourite drink?
Oh God! Don't go there.
What's your... A wonderfully basic question. Asking them best loved beverages works at any gathering and is the key to their heart.
Are you trying to win me over?
Okay, Chris.
It's
Final
not gonna
question.
happen.
Final question here. We're going to need
Leave
you.
her.
We're going to need you to write a 500-word essay
Okay.
about the French Revolution and its effects that it had on the pilgrims of the time. Now,
This is a bit from something.
no. You're gonna have 30 seconds
That's
to write
from
this.
something.
Carl's gonna hand you a pen and paper. Your time begins now.
That's from BoJack Horseman.
Get to work.
You start writing. Stop writing. Start writing.
Time's up.
Fast. It is not. These are 30
The
seconds.
clock is still. I don't under.
What?
No.
I know very little about this particular subject.
What's the craziest thing you've
came
ever
on the
done?
show, you
Why is he
said-
still asking me
If you
questions?
were stranded on a desert island and you could only
This
have
is the
one item, what
multitask
would it be?
round.
The French Revolution.
Oh no, you're almost up. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Write us what you've got so far.
Write it. I've al-
Read.
Sorry. I said read.
Can I?
What?
I'm
Read
not
what you
even-
have so far.
What effect do you believe the French Revolution had on the pilgrims of the time?
Can I summarize it in one word?
Go for it.
Bad. Good. Bad.
Probably good.
I don't know.
The revolution, like
Yeah, I suppose.
before that, there were serfs.
I don't know. Matter of opinion.
Ah.
You're a royalist, Chris.
I don't want to be brash, but I do believe the Queen is better than most people, including ourselves.
The Queen is not better than me. I'm the king.
Fair point. God save the monarch.
Oh, that's "Gimme Shelter" by the Rolling Stones. Incredible song.
It's alright, like.
Well, back to our guest. This man has been described as a man with silky skin. The physical composition of a wet tea bag, and the smell. Champion flamenco dancer.
One of my proudest achievements.
Hips to swing. Don't talk. The reverse Michael Jackson. Wacko Jacko.
What does that imply?
How are you, Chris?
I want to know. I'm good. I'm bored. To be honest, I'm bored. I thought being on The King and I would be more exhilarating.
It is exhilarating.
I'm
We're all
fine.
having a great time.
I'm
We're all
having,
having a great
a
time.
mediocre time.
You're having a great time, Chris.
I-
We're all having a great time
This is
all the time.
It's just fine. It's fine.
I'm so glad you're finally saying something. I really don't. I really don't like this.
Well, that's okay, and because Sir Paul McCartney will be in here next week, and he'll love it. He'll love The King and I. Will be me and him.
He
Me and
yells a lot, doesn't he?
Does you?
So, Chris, where you work?
I've got a little spot down at Rice's bar in
Oh,
in
you, are
Ards,
you,
yeah.
you,
Was
you
that
employed
not-
by Conor Rice's dad?
Yeah,
Is that the
yeah.
CM Rice's bar in Ards?
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's Strangford. Sorry.
Common misconception. Now people say it was burnt down by the villagers. It was actually struck by the Ards lightning.
The Ards Lightning. And what is
Yeah.
that?
Well, it's the Ards lightning.
Is it just regular lightning? But in
Yeah,
Ards?
yeah, like it. You know, it's
So-
not every
No,
day.
you
but
call
like,
it the Ards Lightning, but it is just lightning in Ards.
No,
Yeah, no. Well, I
I
mean,
have
it
heard of this
happens.
phenomenon. It is a very.
You know, it's not every day. It's every other day, maybe.
The people I spoke to in Ards have said they fear the winter
No.
because that's
No,
what
lightning
brings
is
the
not a
lightning.
phenomenon specific to Ards.
Well, no, but you know, Ards it has a lot of it. You know, if you were to take into account all of the world's lightning, Ards Ours has a good chunk of it. It has a
What are we-
lot of
What are we
light.
I've been
talking,
told
50 plus?
Oh, gee.
The
Oh.
figure I was reading online earlier, I went on Wikipedia, and it said 80% of the world's lightning.
That isn't true.
80% of every lightning strikes that happen actually happen up and around the Ards Peninsula.
So Chris,
Common misconception, it actually happens in the other parts of Ards that aren't the Ards Peninsula, which I would list, but I don't know them.
are you in a relationship at the minute?
That's neither here nor there, Carl. Yes. Not around you, I'm not. Oh.
Stable?
Huh?
Stable?
What? Yeah. I thought you said staple. Yeah.
Stable. So, Chris, Ian was saying to me recently that in your house you never do any dishes. He says that he does the dishes for both of you. Is that correct?
I think this is more an issue.
I've opened
for
this can of
me
worms.
and Ian. I think,
Chris, how much dishes do you say?
you know, his shirt says socialism works, but I don't think our house
But
is
surely
in
you're not.
any way
Yeah,
an equal household.
because he's doing all the work. Is that true? Who does more work? Who does the dishes? Have you ever washed a dish?
The man is insane, Carl.
Have you ever washed a dish, Chris? Answer yes or no. Yes or no?
Well, have I ever washed a dish?
In Surrey Street, in your house, you're in
like-
Ian's shared house.
Numerous.
Oh, well, Ian says you don't do nothing. Fight! Fight!
And I know, I knew you'd react like this. I knew if he brought it up, you just get all defensive.
I want to
Stop berating me.
I want to open this tin of worms live on the air.
I really thought you were gonna say like harp or something. Like
I'm gonna open this this tin of harp live on the air.
I'm trying to change the
that could be a
subject.
bit.
You're trying to change the subject. Let's get back onto the subject, please.
Okay.
Please, I want to talk about this.
I would rather get off the subject if at all possible.
Okay. Right. Well, how about we do a call? Yeah. I think we got a good friend.
Terrible idea.
The King and I. Well, it doesn't matter what you think, Chris, because you're not the King and I. Neither is Ian, really. It's if anything, it's the King and Sir Paul McCartney. Live 7.
It's the King, Poochie, and I now.
Right, who we calling?
Well, we
You
have
had, you had an idea of who to call? Who was it?
we have a good friend Ted, who works at the Grand Opera House, Belfast.
Okay.
Now I think we could do a very convincing job of calling him up and saying, you know, Ted, it's the Opera House. You're sacked.
This is something we in the business like to call a prank call.
What business, Chris? You're unemployed.
I say a lot of funny things that people occasionally appreciate.
No one
Carl.
appreciates it because they're never funny.
I find myself quite funny.
Right. Go on, get the call on.
Okay, ring Ted. Now, I think I've got the caller ID set to block, but like it's quite a new phone, so I'm not sure if it's working.
It doesn't
or not.
matter.
But hopefully it should, because I don't want it to just come up Ian, because then he'd know immediately. Okay, let me get this going
He's
here.
probably drunk anyway. Like
Let me get this going.
A touch of resentment there, Chris.
he turned me down.
Hi, is that Ted?
Yeah.
It's the Grand Opera House here. We're just letting you know that you're being let go.
No! No way! Over the phone with the caller ID of Ian Duffin.
What an idiot!
It's no. Should we?
This isn't.
You're fat. You're goddamn fat.
Ted, you're live on the King and I.
that-
You've been pranked. You've been bamboozled.
I hung up on him.
Yeah.
We really.
Oh,
I'm not sure if we
He
really.
was so stupid. Oh no, my job. Oh no, my precious job.
I did think he was gonna cry.
We really got him, eh, Chris?
Now a good mate of mine that I was thinking of calling on this show was Choice Cabs Hollywood.
Is that not fraud? Like going up a taxi and like, no, actually, like it's.
Wait,
I don't
no.
think that's
It's a
a
bit mean.
Is that actually a crime? Ringing a taxi?
No, I'm too
crime.
afraid. We've already done too many. Like I said at the start of the show, we're not swearing anymore. I
Well,
feel like we've
you
done.
said it now. We have to do it.
No, we've done far too many
We'll do
horrible
it next.
things.
Show if we're not doing it
swear
now.
there? I didn't even notice.
No one swear? Did I swear?
No.
Oh, exactly. Ian's just making things up because he's delusional because he's taking opiates.
Twat.
Okay, I'm making another call here.
Who's it to? Who's this to, Ian?
Ian, mate, I've just heard how much tried to pronounce your name.
What?
You should have heard how my Bluetooth device tried to pronounce your name.
Oh my god, this guy is such a homo.
Why did we even ring him?
Hello?
Hello.
Matt, this is David Lloyd's here. You've been sacked.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm fine. I'm glad this finally come.
You're glad?
Yes.
Well, why are you glad, Matt?
Well, Ian, I've been waiting for this day for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always knew I had it in me, but I just never knew. You know, I just didn't expect someone to really pick up.
Right, he was droning
This
on
guy's
there. He
dead
was
air,
droning
get
on.
him off.
Oh. I
sure got him?
can't stand him. I can't stand him.
I think we need to like call up like someone's like, you know, like dad or something and be like, yeah, you're sacked.
You did offer to call your granny last week.
Yeah, that was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
We'll have like the only way we're gonna have to end up doing it eventually. Anyway, Ian, how about we get on to the next song? We've been talking for a long time.
What do you think of the next one?
I play something with a drum.
Oh yeah,
in it.
no, sure, we'll give.
Should we get Chris to go?
Yeah, we forgot this, Chris. Now you, as the guest, a very large honor to be welcomed into the King and I family. You get one choice of song on the
I
King
don't
and
know if
I.
I would call it an honor or punishment, but
It's an honor. You can leave
Choose
at
the
any
song
time.
or we will have
I
you
don't-
thrown
The
out.
door is locked.
Do you want?
The door is locked.
It's-
I didn't know. I don't know why you did that.
Well,
Carl.
I-
Like, are you afraid of him running?
I am in handcuffs.
His mum has told me that I am his legal chaperone.
I would cry for help if I didn't think I'd be killed.
The
What's your
handcuffs
song,
are just
Chris?
a precaution thing.
It's just a.
I wouldn't mind Another
It's just
Sunny
a
Day by Bell and Seb. It'd be a good tune.
It's
I never heard. Let's stick it on.
Yeah, it's a good one.
boring.
Yeah.
Oh, Ian, that was the best editing you ever did. That sounded so good. Is that
Seamless.
a professional? Yeah, seamless.
Speaking of professional, let's get into the news.
We're in today with World Bowls news. England Bowls Championships, Scots end World Bowls with 5 medals. Doig
5
loses-
medals, Carl.
This isn't a joint bit.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
Don't interrupt him. Don't interrupt him when he's doing the news. Sorry, Carl. Go ahead.
Thanks, Ian. I'm just annoyed. I'm glad some people aren't so rude. Scotland a target at World Bowls. I don't know if that means a target. ISIS on bowls. No.
Stop looking at me. I keep thinking I'm involved.
Don't interrupt him during the news. No, this is the most important.
This is not a joint segment.
I'm muting him. I'm muting him. You're out. You're out.
Bowls Scotland elect first woman chair. How could a chair be a woman? It doesn't even make any
Stop
sense.
that. Stop. Just do the news.
Am I in it?
You're
No,
not in
stop.
it.
Do not talk. Do not speak.
I'm not.
This is the.
World Bowls to go ahead despite earthquake, I think it means, or maybe it means the popular brand of porridge, Quakers. Harlow beats.
I don't know why you're
European
cutting me
title.
off. Nothing he's saying makes sense in any context.
I will not turn off the music
Finally,
again.
Thomas wins first title for Wales.
Right.
Bowls is Ian, you can add the music now.
That could have been literally any sport.
Ian, you can
So do
end.
you want me? Do you want me to stop there?
Yes.
Okay. Oh
No.
no, that's off now.
Bowls is a reputable sport that I think it doesn't get mentioned a lot.
You're looking at me as if I'm meant to comment on that, but I genuinely have no strong opinions on.
You say
I was gonna say on the sport of bowls, but I don't know if that's.
well, that is a
if
strong
that's too-
opinion there, isn't it, Chris?
Well, is it like? Does anyone have a strong opinion in regards to anything, about anything, in regards to bowls?
Yes, plenty of older. So Chris, we're finally here in the King and I studio. We've got you, me, Ian's in the
Ian's
lights,
went to
left
take a
the
dump.
rooms. Ian's away to visit Mr. Barry White in the bathroom stall. And me and you, Chris, we're sitting here beside the candlelight. I think I can really see the glint of beauty in your eyes. How are things with your girlfriend, Chris?
Not as good as they are with you, Carl.
That's lovely to hear, Chris.
No, I feel quite uncomfortable.
If you'd like to just take off your top,
Oh, no. Oh, maybe.
we
then.
can begin.
Oh, no, this is. Oh,
It's-
he's touching
It wasn't
me.
a choice.
There's
It wasn't a question, Chris.
just
It was a
nothing
demand.
about this that I enjoy.
I thought you wanted to be here.
I think people won't enjoy my sexual assault on air. I don't think that's something people want to hear.
Okay, sorry about that, folks. That got a little bit. I was away at the bathroom for 2 minutes, and everyone got really weird. Everyone got really weird. Okay, right. I'll put this back on. Okay,
Ian's
Sit back.
Ian's back.
Oh,
Right, Chris. If you want it when Ian's not looking, can you pull up my trousers?
No,
Go ahead there, Ian.
Chris, I believe you had an announcement you wanted to make tonight, and we keep alluding to relationship, and you said you had something you wanted to say tonight. What was it you wanted to let the viewers know live on air?
Oh yeah. There is actually a reason for my presence tonight. I just think people need to know that I am bisexual.
What? That was not what you were meant.
Wait, what?
That was not what you were meant to
Wait,
say.
I thought
That was not planned.
Wait,
Are you coming out live on
You
the
were
King
meant
and I?
to. You were meant to advertise because
I
you were
thought-
selling your boat.
That explains all the invites to coffee. That explains the invites.
Wait.
You told me you were massaging my back because I had lots of knots. So I didn't have to wear the hat. That wasn't a special massaging technique to help keep all the fumes in.
I am utterly bewildered. Wait.
Right. Sorry, folks. We're gonna go to commercial. We'll be right back.
We don't have commercials.
Warning, King and I loading bay. True G's only past this point.
I'm the king.
No, I'm the king.
No, I'm the king.
No, I'm the king.
The king. Okay. Sorry, we're back. Just had a small interlude there. Just had to fix some technical difficulties. So, where were we? Excluding the last bit, which we'll probably not talk about.
I can't hide who I am.
Please, Chris.
You can try in public.
dear.
I don't want to have to
Oh
see
my
that.
God.
Ian, I've got a song lined up.
I maybe have something in the mix. What were you thinking?
Bit too soon. So I you know what,
Chris,
ignore me.
Right, I'll ask you both a question. What is if you could have any length of subway in the world, what would it be?
Foot long.
No, not. But you can choose any length.
No, foot long. I like what I see, and I see what I like.
What?
And I eat
Well,
what I.
here's my opinion.
Foot
Foot long is too much food for anyone. 6 inch isn't enough. What they really need, like a foot long's too big for me. A 6 inch is not enough. What they really need is a 1.5. They need 9 inch.
I entirely disagree
A 9 inch
with
sub
the
would
idea
be
that a
excellent.
foot long is too long.
How much do you eat?
Are you calling me fat?
You're the one who said, "Is it not? You don't find that full?"
Oh, this is ridiculous.
What are these effects you keep putting on?
What?
Is this a song? I keep thinking you're putting on songs.
I googled relaxing garden music.
This is
Oh, I could have some good ocean backdrop,
No,
kind of like
no.
you know.
Oh yeah, like crashing. Oh, that is
Keep it-
nice.
Oh no, that is actually pretty good.
This actually.
And so on.
No, there would be no. It's
Well, it's a boat.
it's like
you know.
it's not a boat.
What?
And even if it was a boat, why would there be a donkey on it?
What are you talking about?
You
It's
just did
not-
it.
It's a blowhorn.
You want Eon?
It's a blowhorn derivative. Oh, get off my back.
Okay, let's break this up. No,
Can I ask a question? You have asked me a lot of questions. Can I ask a question to you
Sure.
two?
It's only healthy we flip the tables. Go
Is
ahead.
it? Oh, okay.
I've been wondering this for quite a while, and I'm sure all the viewers have. Who is the king?
No, well,
I'm the king.
I'm the king.
Oh no! Don't start to. No, that's not what I want. I want a straight answer, not all this
Here,
pussyfooting.
Chris,
That's not
what
swear.
about you doing no dishes in the house, or so Ian believes? I guess he doesn't really
No, let's not
trust
bring
you
that up
much as a
again. You're
roommate.
trying to avoid about who's the king and who isn't.
And who's trying to avoid the dishes?
Ooh.
No, let's leave. No. I want to know who the king is.
Do you do all the dishes, Ian?
No, right. If you take amount of airtime that we each have, and then you divide it by the amount of viewers each of us gets, you would get, what is that, 67 by my maths I'm doing. So if you took,
Our gags are really going up, like,
you
you
took
know.
that
Now
number-
it's just making funny, like, noises.
Yeah, no, we've become
If you
like
took-
the epitome of the like poorly made podcast.
Yeah.
Like, you know, where we just kind of throw out awful sounds and. I don't know. I'm saying we. I'm not a part of this.
So you actually you made wave sounds earlier.
You're here now.
Like that. You were talking about wave sounds and stuff earlier, and that actually brings me to the next song I wanted to play, which I wanted to dedicate to a very special man in my life.
Is it me?
You know, it's a man I like to call Oceans.
No.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Lost is an ocean man, cast fall to the childlike man. Ocean.
Killer song. I wish we had time to listen to all of it, but
And of course, Ian, you'll know next week I'll be in charge of the computer, which is obviously a lot better because my superior
she'll be the straight man, and Sir
cutting
Paul
and-
McCartney will be the wild card.
music. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be the straight guy, and Paul McCartney's gonna be the wild card. Yeah, he's gonna bounce off me with some wacky remarks. You know,
I'm gonna be the wingman.
you're not.
You're never coming back on this show ever.
Well, Ian, you have no say in it, but he isn't coming back.
Oh. That's entirely fair.
I would like to say it's been a pleasure, but it just, my God, it's been.
Chris, it was nice to have you. What is your cereal of the day today? What is your cereal of the day today?
Oh, Cheerios, but no milk.
You don't actually know. Do you
Please
actually?
don't
he is one of those
encourage-
people.
Do
isn't
not
he?
encourage him
Oh,
more
wait,
than he is the rest.
Chris, do you actually not eat milk and cereal?
Well, no, just Cheerios specifically. I like dried Cheerios. I could eat them by the handful, just dig them out.
Not that nice.
Fucking.
Not that nice.
I feel
Not
like
fun.
I feel like you're encouraging. I feel like we should just turn off his mic.
Okay.
I'm being evicted from the building, so.
Yeah, look there. Okay.
Okay. He's gone.
Yeah, no, there he goes. He's. Oh wow, he's struggling. He's struggling as the bodyguard.
Oh, really?
Oh
To
god.
the children?
And he's. Oh.
Oh, they were just playing.
Wow.
They were just playing. They didn't. Oh no.
Well,
Oh.
before he came on in here, Carl, you told me a story, and I know I've heard a lot of stories from you. You tell me stories all the time, but this one absolutely blew my mind, and I thought, unlike the other stories, they've been trash. We need this story.
Well,
on the King and I.
yeah, as I was saying, I had a bit of a altercation yesterday with a close friend. Basically, he said that Ringo was the best Beatle, and that John and Paul were terrible songwriters, and that they were trying to clamber on to the coattails of Ringo into the annals of rock history.
Yeah.
What? Ian? So I said to him, that's fair enough, mate. Anyway, give on a week or two later. This wasn't, yes, this was a, yeah. So a week or two later, we're sitting, fire. Chris is there. He's in the garden.
Yeah.
Off his face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he was doing, but it involved 3 Taiwanese hookers and a lot of blood. Anyway, he's in the garden. we're inside. The same friend come up to me and he says, "Oh, Carl, how is the rain in France?" And I said, "It's time for me to go home, and because it's my life."
Thank you, Carl.